Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and today is Sunday, August 20th of 2023. I am super crispy toasty because I got some sunburn. Yesterday, my fiance and I went to the Air and Water Show in Chicago, and it was a really interesting experience. I'd never been to one before. He had never been to Chicago, but he's been to the air and water shows before. I had never been to an air show before. So it was first for both of us. It was a lot of fun. I got sunburnt, and he got sunburnt, and we were a little worried for a bit that we were going to pass out because we got a little too toasty. I guess because he knew what to expect. He was planning on bringing sunscreen, and he forgot it. So we were kind of SOL with that. But that being said, we had a lot of fun. We played card game Guess Who on the train ride to and from, and had a really good time with that. And we played Go Fish with a standard deck, so that was fun. Just, little cute ways to entertain ourselves. Had a good time, got really burnt. Yeah, but as far as, I just wanted to give a quick update as far as like my health and my fitness goals are going, that last Monday, this past Monday, I weighed in at 272.8. And then Friday, which was 2 days ago, I weighed in at 270.4. So I've worked off about 2.5 pounds, just under 2.5 pounds. And so I am on my way to, I appear to be on my way to my goal. It's the very kind of beginning again, to get where I want to go. I had done up some tweaks to my original plan that I had written down, and so I'm trying to implement those things and make better choices and look for opportunities to make better choices. I've been feeling a lot better about my life. Some of it is just kind of accepting what is that I can't change. I know that there is the Serenity Prayer. While I'm not an alcoholic, that usually is associated with that, but simultaneously, I think that is a great prayer to help you cope with life when things get really stressful, because you are essentially asking for some peace when there are things that you cannot change, but also, the goal to change the things that you have the capacity to change, and of course the wisdom to know the difference, and that'll help give you peace too. So I know that there's more to it than that, but like that's the most memorable out of it. So anyway, I'm trying to make better changes. I'm trying to make better choices. It's reflected in the scale as of this week. However, this weekend was not a great food weekend for me. While we were up for like 18 hours, if not more than that, really. I was awake for more than that for sure, but we were up for 18 hours yesterday, and while we didn't eat a lot, the things that we ate were not necessarily healthy. So I had like 2 meals and like 2 snacks throughout the entire day, and again, it was such a fun time, and we walked around, and we were in the sun, so it wasn't like it was an inactive day, and I wasn't really sure how to plug in my walking as like your workout or physical activity that you do in the Lose It app. So I rounded it to like a full half an hour total, but I don't know that that's necessarily accurate. It might have actually been more than that. I know it couldn't have been less than that, but it may have been more than that. So anyway, so I ate over my calories yesterday, according to the Lose It app. And I know that I've eaten over my calories today. I've plugged in what I ate for breakfast, which was only probably like 300 calories altogether, maybe. No, probably more like 5. But I haven't recorded my dinner, which was the big one, because we ordered Chinese food, and I ate a lot of Chinese food, and I love Chinese food. But that being said, I was just looking to give a quick update. I've been trying to drink more water and trying to cut soda out almost completely and go by my old goal that I had, where I'd only drink soda on special occasions, or like along with the 2 times that I was planning on going out to eat during the week. So that might not be what I've done, but I have cut it out quite a bit, and again, been drinking my water. I think I hit my water goal every day this week except for yesterday and today, and those were both days where I drank soda. So regardless, I've had a really nice weekend, and I got to spend it with almost all the people that I love. My nephew came over Thursday, I think, and hung out and kind of talked with us, and that was super nice. I was so glad to see him, and he just like kind of told us what he was going on, or what was going on in his life. He's moving into town, which is great because he lives in a different town, but he's in the process of moving into town, and so he's only like a couple blocks away from where we are, which is awesome. So hopefully we'll be able to spend more time together if he wants it. But the fact that, he came over and he just talked to us for a while and told us what was going on with his life. It's nice that he connected and he actually kind of let us in, and it was nice to see him laugh and chuckle and tell stories and stuff. So that was really cool. And I love him so much. I'm so glad that that happened. Work has been better. My boss has been nicer, and I'm really hoping that it is going to last. I really hope it'll last. We shall see. But that is not keeping me from watching out for opportunities to find something better if it comes up. I love my job. I absolutely adore the children that I work for. I say work for because, that's who we're there for. It's a daycare. We're there for the children. But I love my coworkers, and the job itself. I actually really enjoy filing. And I like alphabetizing and organizing things. And I love when my coworkers ask me to come up with something for them. And they kind of give me a rough idea, and then they're really excited when they get it because they weren't expecting it to be as good as it is when it's something like to do with art. And, I always tell them, like, well, I got the image from the internet, but I mixed it with this and I manipulated the image this way and blah, blah, blah. So, and I always look up free clip art, or nearly always look up free clip art. That way I know that I'm not stealing, but even then we're not doing it for commercial purposes. So even when I do take art that is not free per se, and if I do manipulate it, it's not for commercial purposes. It's literally just to like entertain the children or whatever. So anyway, I digress. But anyway, the point that I'm making is I love my job. My boss has been a lot nicer. I'm hoping that will last. I am hoping that things continue to improve. We shall see. I will deal with that, but I am doing that serenity prayer and asking God to help me and bless me with the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, so that I may have some peace, because I know that the depression that has kind of plagued me for the last couple of weeks have been a combination of feeling like a failure because I haven't been doing the things that I've needed to do, but also being upset about things that I don't really have much, if any, control over. So I'm trying to do what I do and do what I can do to make things better. So anyway, again, trying to drink more water, trying to make, small sustainable choices that I can continue to do and that I can kind of build on. That way nothing is overwhelming and I don't feel so overwhelmed and stressed out with the limits and rules that I set upon myself that I give up early. And trying to make sure that I exercise at least 3 times a week. I think the last time I did my video, I said that I was going to plan exercising either on Wednesday or Thursday, and I didn't do it. But I've still been like trying to be more active, doing more chores around the house, all that, that jazz. I'm actually trying to rearrange my room, and I will not show it to you, but it is a hot mess right now. And I have, I think like I previously talked about, I'm doing the book part of the Marie Kondo, Magic of Tidying Up. And I have probably given away / got rid of like probably a good 30 books, if not more than that, with a promise to myself that the books that I've hung on to that I haven't read yet, looking at my bookshelf right now, that I intend to read, that I'm going to try to get them read within the next year or two, because they've been sitting there for so long, and I hate that they've been sitting there, and they're ones that I absolutely have every intention of reading. Some of them I may have picked up casually, and then later I'm like, why did I even get this? I don't even really want to read this. And so that's one of the reasons why I got rid of them. There are a couple of them that I started and didn't finish, but I felt like it had been so long since I'd started them that I'm accepting that I'm not going to finish them. Like, I had a book about, I'm digressing quite a bit and I'm running up my time. I had a book about where the origin of different seasonal traditions and holidays came from. And I read about half of that a few years ago, and it sat on my headboard or my side table in my room, essentially gathering dust, probably actually really gathering dust. And I just never picked it up again. And I'm like, I think it's been so long now that it's okay if I let it go, because I don't really want to read the rest of it at this point. And so since I really don't have a desire to do it, even though it was pretty entertaining, I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. So anyway, I took my books. I've had 2 loads of books that I've taken to work, and I set them in the office for anybody who wants them. The first load, I don't think anybody took any of them, which is kind of a bummer. Because it makes me feel like they're unwanted, and I love books. But then the second load that I brought, probably about half of them got taken, which was great. And the rest of them are going to kiosks around town. So, and some of them, it's kind of interesting because some of them I've got highlights in them and margin notes and stuff like that. So hopefully whoever picks them up and reads them will enjoy the notes that I left, or at least, be like, the fuck is this lady or guy or whoever? Probably think it's a girl because of the handwriting, but it can be pretty sloppy. I digress again. Anyway, so it has been about 12 minutes of I was thinking gonna be 5-minute video, and this is actually the second take. So you have a lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever, week, weekend, month, year, life, and make good choices and be your best self and live your best life. And I will talk to you in a future video. Oh, and please, please pray, send good positive vibes, all that jazz for me, because I'm going to need it, as I'm really, really trying to restructure my life so that it can be better on the whole, but also so that I can be more healthy and fit. That's the main thing. So please be with me in spirit, and please encourage me to do good and to continue to not just try, but succeed in making good choices. And I will talk to you in a future video, and I'm doing the same for you. If any of you are out there struggling like I'm struggling, or if you have struggled, don't give up. And if you've made it to your goals, congratulations, and keep up the excellent work. That's wonderful. If you are still doing it, whatever, I'm encouraging you now, just try not to give up and just keep going and keep doing your best and keep tweaking your plan, because maybe what you're choosing is too small, and so small and insignificant that you don't feel like you need to do it, and that's why you're not doing it. Or maybe your plan is involving steps that are actually too big for you right now, and see if you can't break it down a little bit further. That way it's more manageable and something that you can handle. It's still a little bit of a challenge, but it's not so challenging that you want to give up immediately, because I've been on both sides of that coin where something wasn't that challenging, so I felt like, I don't really need to pay attention to it. And then other times where I've set goals that were way too challenging and I did not keep up with those goals. So anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you in another video.